What do you get when you put two Minnesotans and a guy from Wisconsin together? Twist. The Week in Sports Talk. Get ready for some sports chatter where there's sure to be laughing, arguing, and maybe even crying. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Reeves, Matt Benz, and Greg Green Bay Bauman.
And Greg Green Bay Bauman.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a mirage. This isn't a dream. You're not still asleep on a beautiful Saturday morning. You're tuning into Twist.
The funny thing is, I read an article that 98% of people go to bed at night dreaming about something they want to see happen in their life. So we just made 98% of the world's population happy this morning.
I believe it. Yeah.
People are wanting this.
I've been wanting it. That's,
yeah.
Mike has, sure. Yeah.
2-year hiatus, episode 81.
Call it a vacation.
Yep. Primetime. Yeah. We're back. You were used to seeing us in a location in Minneapolis till we got robbed.
Till we got robbed.
Well,
it happened. Yeah. Life lessons were learned.
And found a beautiful new location in Savage, Minnesota.
Which we've had an episode at before.
We have. Yep. Not in this particular spot, but
it's a beautiful spot. Look at this.
Absolute sports cards and memorabilia. So if you're in the Minnesota area, right across from the depot and Culver's and Savage, pop in.
Yeah. Get
some cards. Get some memorabilia. Spend some money.
Yeah, we got some nice stuff here. When I win the Packer tickets against the Vikings, I'm gonna get that big cheese head on the chain.
Oh, is that what you're thinking?
Well, I could win too. I did do it 3 times.
You entered 3 times. I entered every day. I mean, you and I would be going to the game with our kids. So I don't know why you didn't put more effort into it, but okay.
I've been going through a lot. Transition in life.
Yeah, right? You are transitioning. That's right. We'll get to that later.
Yep.
But also,
as they from now
on the topic of the lab that we're in right now, which is Absolute Sports Cards.
Right on.
All right. Now, I was in here quite frequently when we were still doing the show. So about 3 years ago. And anybody from Minnesota knows of Absolute Sports Cards. They've been around. They're a household name. Well, those of you that haven't been to the shop in some time, you'll be shocked. Just me walking in today, more product, more displays, more memorabilia from $5 to $5,000. Bring it in. Say Twist sent you. Yeah, just like Greg. Greg purchased an investment today. Investment. No second mortgage, but an investment. All right. Did good. Proud of you, Greg. Welcome to the club.
These guys don't sell sports cards. They're financial advisors.
Yeah, that's what they are. They'll get you taken care of. So Absolute.
What's the point of buying a box and holding it?
Well, that's for crazy people, but some people do it. But you can buy a box sealed, hold it, and it should add value depending on the box that you buy. You know, most boxes go up in value because of the opportunity inside. The cards that have not been
what if you don't know
yet.
What's inside?
You don't know. That's the lottery. That's the fun, the gamble of sports cards collecting.
So, like, hypothetically, you can buy a box for $500, but
sure,
there's a chance there could be a card in there worth $5,000. Is that what you're saying?
Sure, and there's a chance that there's only maybe a slim chance, sure, but there's also a chance that there's $100 worth of cards in that $500 box.
Yeah.
So why did you put down drugs and pick up sports cards?
No kidding.
Well, it's just another way to chase the dragon, to be honest with you boys. You know, I mean, from tinfoil to wax packs, you know, it's the same thing.
But this is an easier way to launder money, though.
Oh, well, Greg, keep it down, all right? We don't need to bring that smut. It's a great place to be. From kids, it's a good way for you guys, since you guys have children. You'll be able to build a bond, and then you'll be able to take out personal loans and invest those.
Dude, I'm already doing that with my kids with fantasy.
Yeah.
And they are becoming a little bit too insane.
Well, I'm sad that they're learning from you in fantasy, but that's okay.
Very
true. God bless them. They'll both figure it out.
In the family league right now, we have 2 divisions. Well, we have half the league is located in Brainerd, half at our house. And our house is for the top 5 spots. Little Olivia needs to, sharpen her tools.
That's what happened. She'll probably win it all.
Yeah. Well, Connor traded her and got Travis Kelce. So now he has Mahomes and Kelce. So he's going to run away with it.
I'm surprised Greg's talking about rosters on fantasy football right now. I mean, this guy.
He is 2-1.
This is impressive. Holy shit.
on the year I have his pick and figured it was a lock for a top 3.
Yeah.
He's currently
Yeah.
It's a long season. I don't think it'll keep going. We do have to give credit where credit is due.
Yes.
We would not be sitting here today. When we put this back together, I
Yep.
bought equipment with the recouped cash from the theft.
Repoed.
Yeah,
We went
repoed
in.
the money back.
Rip went
And
in.
Maddie started, I think we did 12 episodes of Barely Human out of your
Branched off.
basement room, did a little different style show.
Yep.
But then when we were going to bring Twist back, the equipment I had was only for 2 mics.
Wasn't enough.
We didn't have what we needed to get Twist done.
Not enough juice.
We needed the new studio. Talked to the boys here at Absolute. We got that locked in.
Yeah.
Needed new equipment. Reached out to our gold, platinum,
Diamond exclusive
sponsor, John Daly with Daily
Defense.
Law. He's a super lawyer, criminal defense attorney
Been on our show before
in
explaining,
Minnesota.
Yeah.
George Floyd.
Yep.
That whole thing. We had him on. We will have him on again
Of course.
for one spot, just to come in, talk to
Yeah.
us about everything he does. So if you had a little candy liquor last night and went for a drive,
on
and
the wrong
you're
end of the
obviously
wall.
not watching this, but maybe your brother is, or your cousin, or your mom, and you need to get bailed out.
Hey, or this. What if you're actually innocent? Holy cow. Call Daily
The
Defense.
super lawyer
Lock him
himself,
in.
John Daly, Daily Defense,
Not all heroes wear capes.
dailydefensemn.com. He'll get you off.
Beautiful.
Well,
I'm saying it right here.
I
He's
missed-
going to get you off.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Good eye on you.
I just can't wait till like 11 o'clock this morning. Someone calls up Johnny and he's like, "Yeah, I was watching some podcast on YouTube and three clowns wearing cowboy hats told me you can get me off second-degree murder." By the way,
You heard it here, Twist Nation.
by
Yeah.
the way, speaking of the cowboy hats, we might as well just get right into it.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't
So-
feel like a cowboy hat.
Oh, it
So
is.
It's
That
just
thing's
wicker
beautiful.
on
That
wicker.
thing's a
This
Toby
thing-
Keith.
This thing's gonna
concert
give me.
hat.
Oh,
This
yeah.
thing's gonna give me rug burn on the old chrome
I mean,
dome
it
here.
ain't
Dude.
Dallas, Texas.
You look like a Rip right out of Yellowstone. I'm telling you. Look
So
at that.
Here's my question.
Okay.
Matt, this might not be for you because you're a little bit on the night. You're a little bit on the young side.
Yep. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Is this Coach Prime, the Deion Sanders effect on college sports? Is it the biggest thing to happen to college sports since Jalen Rose, Chris Webber, and the Michigan Fab Five?
He's way too young for that. He wasn't even born.
I know.
Go ahead. He's asking
asked
you.
you.
No, he
No,
said
I'm
I might
asking
be.
you.
I might be
I'm
over
asking you
your
because
shot.
he
See,
wasn't
it's all
even
right.
born yet.
It's all right.
It
Is
is
this-
big, it is bigger because it's football.
Well, okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'll let you. I think you're wrong there, but go ahead.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I'm wrong. Yes, I think it's bigger because football outside of the NFL
Yep.
is the biggest sport, not in the universe, but in the United States. And it's taken over even after the loss last week. It's taken over the nation.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with you that this is a bigger story. It's in the news more, but keep in mind that kids now wear baggy shorts, black socks, and wristbands in weird places.
Oh, so you're saying because
it's more of
yeah,
a more of a cultural phenomenon.
I get what you're saying.
The Fab Five.
Sure.
The Fab Five changed the way. I mean, John Stockton was famously known as being the last guy to not wear baggy shorts.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
that
they
is
brought the
because of that was because of a bunch of 18-year-old kids.
Well, if you want to talk about culture shock, look at us. We got cowboy hats and sunglasses on right now because of Deion Sanders.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. And
I mean, I don't just wear this to twist. I
Never
wear this
once in my
everywhere.
life. I've never had a cowboy hat on.
This is the first time.
And we're
First time.
all wearing the Coach Prime
Look good.
shirts,
Yep.
which I bought when I was out in Boulder.
Shout out Boulder.
And
Yep.
and here's over Christmas. Now here's the thing: it was the 23rd of this 24th. I think it was Christmas Eve actually.
Christmas Eve.
That I went to the athletic store at the stadium.
And nobody had a clue.
No. It was I was the only car there, and I asked the guy, "Do you have any Coach Prime stuff?" And he's like, "I might have one or two small sizes, but we sell it out as we get it."
Yeah, I bet.
So it was like
Out the door.
your last minute Christmas shopping day, and they didn't have anything. So it was off the. I went to like 5 different stores, and this was the only shirt they had.
You want to know what I think about
I
Prime?
love it. Yeah, I do.
So
I showed up this morning.
So I think Prime has been good for college football simply to show the casual fan the impact of the transfer portal. Okay, not a lot of casuals understood that you could just hop lily pad to lily pad throughout your college career, and now they get that. So you get a guy as dynamic as Neon Dion. And Mike and me have been doing this for years in franchise mode on Madden 2K, where you go and you get some veteran that you liked as a kid and you make them the coach of your team.
Yeah, basketball.
You know? Yeah,
Yep.
2K, just because. But colleges are now figuring out that how do you get the NIL dollars? You bring in a guy like Dion, and then he produces it. I mean, look at what he did with the glasses, his line of glasses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, makes it personal, and then gets a deal with Blenders and does an ad. You know what I mean? He is the money man to show these guys. It's interesting to see.
Well, sports, that's why baseball's dead, because it doesn't have marketability. They don't know how to market their
it's a longer road. It's just such a long road from getting drafted to getting into the big show.
But even when you're there, you know, the biggest, you know, names in the sport both play on the same team, and you can't even watch them on TV.
Sure.
And they're both leaving. So Dion's got the marketability locked down. People just look at him who don't know anything about football, and they immediately think it's a circus. He's a clown. This is all for show. Well, the proof's in the pudding with him. He's not just a clown. He's a hell of a football coach who, after this year, is going to, I'd say Alabama and Colorado are going to get the best prospects in the nation coming to their school. And it's not, he knows how to bring in good coaches and run a good organization. He's a, you know, he's got a Bobby Bowden type style when he coaches football.
He does. And he also has a lot of raw talent. And that's what you kind of see. These guys that are raw. Hunter, you know, both of his sons. You see all the raw talent. Go ahead, Greggy.
Well, and look who he brought on to be a defensive advisor.
Correct.
Zimmer.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, so you have a former NFL coach who, let's be honest, being in Minnesota, it's fair to say he's not the greatest personality. Zimmer.
Dry.
Oh, is he still with that girl?
Probably.
My point is that Dion has enough clout to say, hey, look, I don't want you taking these guys out to dinner to, you know, get to know them. I want you to show them how to, you know, angle into a 3-4 defense. You know, he puts guys in the right places, and I think it's the greatest quality in life is he's very transparent. This guy's here for this. This guy's here for this. I'm here for this. And he's the first person to openly say, chase the money. It's there for you. Go get it.
Right.
Yeah. There are some blemishes, though.
Well, he's not perfect.
No. And this might not be the best thing for the game, only because you get mainstream media networks that are going to pull it on certain matchups and make it, hopefully not, but they're going to make it racial. Okay. So you're going to get, you know, like last week when they played against Oregon and the Oregon coach said, you know, they're playing for clicks, we're playing for wins. That's fine. And it didn't get as big, but the Colorado State game the week before, that was personal. All these games are very chippy because of all the trash talk. When you have Colorado's players on the Oregon field before the game scratching up the logo at center field, and then they get thumped.
Yeah.
You know, those are the things you want to have. Sportsmanship. Sportsmanship should go along with the flash in the class, and that's where I hope he stays on. I don't want it to be a bunch of shit talking.
That, I think, is going to balance itself out.
I hope so, Greggy. I hope
so. Because these Dion, you know, we can't spend the last 5 minutes talking about how much of a genius he is without him understanding that there is a ceiling to that behavior. I think he'll find it.
I hope so. But when you're giving guys D's to put on their jersey because they're dogs.
Yeah. Well, and I love the King's chair too.
Yeah, that's fine. They're doing good things.
I love all the flash. He's Primetime.
It's the turnover throne.
Episode 81, Primetime, baby.
I love it.
The only thing I didn't like to see is college football is supposed to be this institution. Tradition. You know, the rankings, the tradition of it.
Yep.
And flash and Primetime and all this should never, ever dictate rankings.
Sure.
And when you're what were they? A 28-point underdog, or after the first game, and they were ranked going into week 2.
Yeah.
That to me was absolutely insane.
When they were 1-11 last year.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like there's some huge program and Deion's just coming from Minnesota, a Big Ten school. Like, he's got a lot to prove. They have a lot to prove, and to be ranked in the top 25 in the country after an upset win over TCU, who's not even that good. Their turnover
Still, hey, they were in the Natty last year. Don't forget it.
With 16 new starters.
Yep.
So
it's still a program and an institution at TCU to get bounced by in a great game. And that's what you're going to get with this Colorado team, a bunch of great games. A bunch of highlight reels, a bunch of ESPN top 10.
People are coming out of the woodwork, though, because most people don't want to see Deion succeed. I was on this Facebook group. It had same picture that you sent of Shedeur in the Vikings jersey.
Sure.
And I'm scrolling through all the topics and what the people are saying. And I got into it. It wasn't a Twitter war. It was a little Facebook war.
Yep.
Because this guy attacked Shedeur's character.
Yep.
And I said, what's he done? I said, well, the first thing I said is, I didn't know you spent Christmases with the Sanders family.
Yeah.
And he fires back right away. It's like, well, look what he's doing on the field. It's like, that has nothing to do with his character. Deion brings these kids up. Their most important attribute, kind of like PJ Fleck here, is he's teaching them how to be men too.
Yeah.
Yep.
He wants them to be groomed through him to then go to society and be outstanding men who are successful, who do know how to make top dollar.
Sure.
But like Travis Hunter, when he was hurt, he wanted to come back in, and Deion said, this isn't about one game. This is about your career and your life.
Yep.
The trajectory of trying to make you successful. So I just like the path that he's trying to set these kids up with.
And the thing is, Matt, to your point, it's never going to be perfect because he and everyone else openly refers to HBCU.
There he is.
Right.
Big Mike, absolute.
Now,
Shout out Shakopee football. His kid's going to the NFL.
There
Number
it
5
is.
running back.
All the way.
it's so what was I thinking? Oh, that he openly uses the term HBCU, which means people like my wife, people who don't follow sports, are going to openly say, what does that mean?
Yep.
Sure.
And then I'm going to have to say historically black colleges and universities.
Yep.
And then on top of it, when Deion talks about one of his main things is to turn these boys into men, the implication is that you're taking black kids who don't have fathers in their lives to make them into men.
Right.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's admirable, but it's going to be, people are going to say things that could be implied as racist.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying.
We're just, as a society, we're just going to have to accept the fact that terms are going to be used that might rub people the wrong way, but you have to know the intention behind it.
Right.
Well, I think this guy was a racist. So
yeah,
that's
well,
fine.
If I had my phone, I'd pull it up and call his name out on the show. We got thousands, hundreds,
hundreds
watching that could go
my
after.
God. Good point, Greggy.
Yeah, it is though.
So we shouldn't bear the lead anymore. Real quick,
let's hear it.
So, do you guys know who Taylor Swift is?
Oh my God, we're going in on it. Go ahead.
I do have the cowboy.
Go ahead, Greggy. Your Facebook followers were already engaging with you this morning on the Travis Kelce stuff.
I just think it's funny that you see stuff. And my wife Becky sent me a video last night. It was this.
You know who Taylor Swift is, though, right?
Yeah. It was this.
You do?
Yeah, of course.
You know how popular she is.
Oh God, yeah.
All right, I'm just.
No, my point is that this mom was like explaining this 8-year-old. Like
mom's playing,
like who Travis Kelce. He's like, he's the best tight end in all of football. And then he just looks back and goes, "Who's Taylor Swift?"
Yeah.
So my point is that you have two of the most popular people in their line of work that are together.
Yeah.
It's okay that they're both already famous. No one of them is making the other one famous.
That is correct.
And wildly so. You think of Travis Kelce being as famous as he is, which he is in the football aspect, but she's dated Jonas Brothers and Harry Styles and these dudes.
Here's the thing. So it came out.
Yeah.
He is now the most recognizable player in the NFL.
Yeah.
It is the first time since the internet, since they came out with this, that it hasn't been a quarterback.
And did you see how much of his jersey sales jumped?
400%.
Just from the Swifties.
Yeah.
400%.
Oh, I believe it. The thing is, though, that's a slippery slope.
Oh, he's going to be a whole album on him.
The Swifties,
they're going to terrorize him. They're going to cancel him.
They will cancel
he
his
breaks
ass
her heart
if he breaks her heart. And Travis Kelce's a player.
Oh, he's a player.
He is a player.
He's a player. Becky asked me, she goes, "What's he like?" I'm like, "He's a scumbag. His
yeah.
brother is salt of the earth.
Yeah.
The all-American guy. Mom, great lady.
We're talking.
He is
yeah.
a dog.
We're talking Mike Reeves circa
Yeah,
2009. Just a
Reeves,
dog.
Mike Reeves with a bank account. is
Yeah.
essentially
Oh
Travis
my
Kelce is.
God. They
Oh.
see him rolling.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Swifty's better watch out because I wouldn't even want to get on their bad side.
No,
He
there's
will
too
be-
many of them. It's like going to war with Russia in the winter or China. They're never going to run out of people.
It's impressive. It's good. It's good. I think it's funny how Mark Cuban chimed in, right?
Oh yeah,
And he's like Swifty, you know, dump him. I got some real handsome basketball players that
Luka?
you can date. Well, it's not even about that. It's just because he sees how much the Kansas City Chiefs are literally banking off of this relationship,
Oh yeah.
which isn't even necessarily a relationship.
No, they haven't even. Yeah, right now she just took him up on his offer to hang out at a
She's
game.
coming this week too.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
she
coming back.
loves the bank.
Oh,
You know she's coming.
yeah. Good.
Next week.
Beautiful.
This week we got Carolina.
Oh no, I'm saying she's going to the game this week for them.
Oh, she's going every
Yeah.
week.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
I'm
playing
sure.
the Bears,
I love it.
which
I love
finally
it.
makes
So
the
her
Bears
tour
relevant.
will probably depend on the NFL season.
I think she's
I already
done.
looked. Like her next tour date, she's got like a 2-month break. It's like
Yeah.
November 6th.
Yeah,
or
I think
something.
she's just living life, living
Yeah.
her best life right now.
So I was kind of pissed. I'm leaving this morning. This
Yep.
was before I forgot the computer.
Imagine that.
Things
And
happen.
I pull out in Faribault and I see about 3 football fields behind me an ambulance. I'm like, all right, I'm going to keep my pace.
Thoughts and prayers.
Get on 30.
Thoughts and prayers.
I'm going to get on 35. Get on 35. He gets on 35. So then it turned into a little game.
What do you mean? Why don't you just get over it?
He was way, way, way back there.
Yeah, but he's coming.
That was the game, Matt.
Oh.
No, he wasn't.
All right.
I was going.
Oh, you sped up.
Yeah, the point was,
God,
you know,
you're one
he's
of the
not going to
worst.
catch me,
One of the worst.
and I'm going to
drivers.
get there. The trouble is wherever he was going,
Yeah.
they're dead. They are absolutely dead because I wasn't going 95 miles an hour. I was probably going 82. But isn't that the point
Mikey,
of the cherries?
So here's what I'm gonna have. You're gonna have a mind blowing experience
Oh,
right
I
now. Do
can't
you know why he
wait.
wasn't going 90?
Because the ambulance can't get that fast.
Nope, because he already had the person in the back
Oh,
being looked at by the doctors and paramedics
Yeah.
on the way to the hospital. They can't drive
where were
90. What if you got a scalpel in your
Where
hand?
were they? What hospital? So they were leaving a hospital in Faribault and what? Heading downtown?
Headed straight to the morgue. Who knows? Dude?
Oh, they're going right
Yeah.
to like the heart center or something.
If
But
they're dead on arrival, they just bag them and
But
tag
see,
them.
Mike, you miss out on a great opportunity when you see that behind you, especially an ambulance, because ambulance is the one that don't care about you.
Right.
You know, fire trucks and that they want you. So what you do is you just go to the right hand lane. You start slowing down. Let
Yeah.
them know you're courteous.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they pass you,
You get
they're
right
your
behind
lead
them.
blocker.
Yeah, except when they're going 55. Mike goes 50 over.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but
just what he does.
Yeah, he wasn't going fast enough, but I've done that, Greg, where I just wait for him to go
yeah, then you just,
and I get right behind him because then everybody else
Yep.
is moving and I'm just fishtailing
The
with
worst.
him.
yeah.
Just
But
the
yeah, then
worst.
I had to get off on the next exit. He went by. A part of me died. I really wanted to make it all the way to Lakeville with him in my rearview mirror.
You know, that's the thing that bothers me about society now is you see stuff like this, like you're following an ambulance, you see a big accident. I think that information needs to be more visible to the public. Like, what was that ambulance doing? Is the person okay?
Oh boy, you got it. There's plenty of crime blotters and
I know, but then you
accident
gotta,
online.
it's
and
too hard to look it up, and
I
there's no
know.
verification. It's not like this car was following
That
Mikey.
sounds like you know what you just said right there, Greg. Sounds a lot like when my dad called me this Thursday at about 4:30 in the afternoon, and he
Kevin?
goes, "Yep, Big Kev." You know, he gets on the horn. He goes, "Hey, how do I watch this game tonight?" And I go, "Oh yeah, it's an Amazon exclusive Thursday night football." So, all right, Dad, you know that Roku that's plugged into the side of your TV.
The one you got
No,
him.
Yep. All right, change the input on the TV. Oh, okay. And, you know, Mom's doing it all, and he's getting frustrated.
At what
because-
point did he say, "Can you just come over"?
Now, this is my dad who just went from a flip phone to a smartphone. Okay. So I'm trying to tell him, and midway through, I stopped telling him how because I know it's a lost cause. And then he goes, "Hey, on our internet modem thing down in the basement there, I got a red light on DS1." And I said, "Well, that's DSL, and that's your internet, so that you don't have any right now." No, DS1. You know, there's DS1, DS2, I said, nope, that's DSL. Well, he gets all frustrated. I hang up the phone on my dad. Hung up, texted my mom. I said, you know what? You tell him to download the app on his phone.
Wait a second. Kelly's home at this time.
Oh, she's manning the controllers.
Okay.
So you know it's a lost cause.
Okay.
Because think about it. They used to change the channel with the knob on the TV.
Hey, your parents aren't
5
that much
channels.
older than me.
Oh, you said it on me, dude.
So you talked about things that bothered you, Greg. I actually have a
Peeves.
couple things written down that really bother me.
Oh,
Okay.
I love peeves.
Top of the list.
Okay.
2 Monday Night Football games.
Oh yeah, that's a bad. Yeah.
While the other ones are going on.
So the
Yeah.
only perk of 2
Overlap.
Monday Night Football games is having YouTube TV, and there's a channel
Split.
that it splits them.
Yep.
And it also allows me to, when one of them
Change
goes to a
the
commercial,
volume.
I can change the volume.
Same with college football.
So there is a plus to it,
Yep.
but it takes out what Monday Night Football is all about. One primetime game. When you get the Monday Night Football,
Yep.
that's your prime time. When you get Sunday Night Football, prime time. Thursday Night Football, nobody gives a shit.
Yep.
But I don't know. Are they going to continue to do this? Is
No.
this the first 3 weeks and then it tapers off? I'm just confused. I don't like it.
This
It
is
bothers
okay.
me.
So after week 1, I remember watching the Manning podcast, and I thought it was weird that they were off for like the next 3 or 4 weeks, and then they're on. So this is only like a 3 or 4 week. I didn't look
This
at
is a trial? Are you saying this is a trial?
This is a just to get people ramped up for the beginning of the season. But I think it's October 2nd, which was this upcoming Sunday,
Yes.
where the Mannings will be back.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay.
Is that you tune into that, Greg?
I'm a Manning fan. I'm a Manning cast fan.
The Mannings?
It usually depends on who they have on, because they have on a guest for an entire quarter. So if it's someone that doesn't
Jesus,
interest me, I'll watch the game. But if it's someone that does, I'll watch them.
I typically will do a half of each.
Okay.
I do enjoy the Mannings.
What? Red zone, dog.
It's Monday Night
It's
Football.
Monday Night Football. It's a
Oh,
standalone
okay.
game.
I get it. That's why I don't know, because I never
Yeah,
get to
you're-
watch it.
you're
I'm asleep.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Just like Thursday nights. Yeah. Speaking of the special telecast, the Manning cast,
Yep.
Nickelodeon cast.
Oh, yeah.
I
the
just
toy-
saw it. This
No,
is going to be
Hey,
interesting.
Nickelodeon.
It's
Yeah.
all animated.
Get him, Greg.
Yeah.
Get him.
It's Disney.
Thank you.
Oh,
Don't be-
animated.
There was Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Now
And
it's
they're playing the
Disney.
game from Andy's room.
So I was
Yeah.
reading this last night. So this is the Sunday morning game.
Sure. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
8:30.
Is it? This is where I was confused.
Oh, it's 8:30 in the morning, dude.
Is it actually? So if I turn on Disney Plus to watch this game at 8:30 on Sunday morning,
Yes.
is it literally going to be the football game?
Yes. In fact, they had on the announcers, they had
Wow.
on Booger and the other announcer, and they actually had to do those things that you see where it looks like they
Scans.
have ping pong balls on their body.
Yeah.
Oh
Scan.
yeah,
Body
the
scan.
video games.
That
they
Anthony
had to do
Edwards
that
never
so they
does.
could, accurate. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be everything from what I was told. From what I was told when this guy was on Pat McAfee,
Yeah. ESPN again.
Yeah.
There you go.
it was
Disney.
it's you can flip back and forth between the two, and you'll actually think that it's a cartoon version of.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's what I was showing. They have like big heads and
Yeah.
shit.
Because I thought about it, I'm like, originally when I had heard it, I thought they were taking a game from like 3 weeks ago
Oh no!
and they were going to convert it, but
Nope.
it's going to be live. So I'm actually
That's
going to bring.
level.
I'm going to bring the kids in.
Yeah,
They ain't gonna be up.
Oh, Layla wakes up at 6 a.m.
yeah. They're still at that. They're still at that age where they wake
God.
up at like 5:30 and think that the day's half over.
Oh,
her body clock is
God.
the same as mine. I was getting ready this morning at 6 something, and she like stormed in like,
Yeah,
let's do it.
Princess Diana.
Yeah, we got. Yeah,
Well, that's gonna be. I'm looking forward to that. The Nickelodeon slime one was.
I can't
dumb.
wait to hear what you think about it, because I won't be tuned in.
Well, I
but
heard
Yeah.
that the most difficult thing the animators had, guess. Now I don't know if this was a joke, was how to accurately show Trevor Lawrence's hair.
Well, they
I'm
don't know
sure,
how to do
yeah.
it in Madden very
I'm
well.
sure you. Well, you got to think. I hope it's more of along the lines of backyard football. Remember
Yeah.
when we played that
Yeah.
on the PC?
Well, it's gonna
Pablo in the
it's gonna
wheelchair and
Toy
shit?
Story. They're gonna have
I know,
Poppins
but I'm
from
saying-
Buzz and
Yep.
Woody.
But they're saying like when you tackle a guy, he could like poof, like Looney Tunes and like die. You know.
I don't know about that.
Well, like there's different graphics going
Okay.
on. Like the guys are gonna like do stuff.
So you're gonna not tune in
I don't have Disney Plus.
Yeah, but you can get on ESPN.
I
Plus.
have no children.
or ESPN Plus.
I don't have that.
I do.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, we'll see.
Well, you're gonna be
Yeah,
watching
I'll
the
be
normal
out.
game at 8:30, so I don't
You
know
would
why
think. I'll have to
Jeepers.
So,
see.
you know, Matt,
Stuff like that just doesn't get me excited. I see why it would get you guys excited.
Why? Because you
Why?
have kids?
Yes.
This has
That has
nothing
nothing to do with
What do you mean?
kids.
I have my kids. First of all,
Seeing animated
my two
NFL.
older kids will sleep until
Yeah.
1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. My 2 younger
I
kids,
understand that, Greggy. I'm saying
I'm still gonna
animated
watch it.
football. I'm
Because
not a
it's
big
never
animated guy.
It's never been done before.
it's something unique.
I'm going to see the clips. I'm
You're
going
not
to see
gonna
how
see-
cool it looks.
You're not going to see it live. You know,
It just-
life just passes you by while you're sleeping.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because soon
Because
enough,
Brett doesn't sleep.
all of a sudden, Connor Bauman ain't going to get an NFL contract because they're going to AI NFL scripted games on frickin' Disney every week, and you won't even need real players. You could just use frickin' bots.
AI's not taking over everything.
Well,
you know,
if I-
the
my
way
tin-
the NFL's
if this was
going,
made out of
everybody will be
tinfoil,
injured in
we'd
a
be
couple
pretty
years,
good.
so.
Just and don't bring up Connor. This that boy's on a regimen of
KB,
steroids.
baby.
Steroids and
Caveman.
creatine right now. When his growth spurt happens, he's going to be ready.
Yeah,
for it.
Caveman's on the same cycle as Matty B right now,
Yeah.
dude. We're just gonna start growing hair out of our
I just
faces.
need to.
dude.
I need to get the Connor flip there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't have it long hair no more.
No, yeah, he's getting.
He's shortened up. This
Long
kid's
hair, don't
ready.
care.
He's either groomed for USC or the military. One of the two.
No,
That's it, dude. There's two options.
he's into basketball now, so he had to get the hair out of the face.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
Pop threes, dude.
yeah.
Pop threes.
So I don't know if you guys knew this.
Let's hear it.
I don't drink regular soda.
Oh,
I did know that.
Yep. So I used to drink Diet Dew, Diet Dr. Pepper,
Like
diet,
8 a
whatever.
day.
You just pound them.
Yeah.
13 cans a day.
GBG. Okay, I gave up a lot of things in life. I didn't give up soda, but I'd rather eat my calories than drink them. Okay.
Vice versa.
And then,
Vice versa, right? You'd rather drink them than eat them.
no, I'd rather eat my calories.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
he gets-
Yeah, you
he
should.
gets like
which is
zero.
why
You're right.
I drink the no calorie, no sugar, no carb.
Zeros.
That's my point. So I started with diet. Then they created this thing called Coke Zero,
Yep.
Mountain Dew Zero, Dr. Pepper Zero. I don't know how
Sucking them down.
I don't know how they did it,
Fake sugar.
but Coke Zero tastes the same. as
Artificial
regular Coke.
sweetener. Cancer. Yeah. Yep.
What pisses me off though is I go out to a restaurant and they still have Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi. Why hasn't the restaurant chains caught up with the zero gains?
You got to go to one of those places that has the 700 varieties of soda.
Oh, the machines.
Yeah.
The touch screen.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Those
The
are
one where you
bunk,
can get,
though.
like-
Those don't give you the same.
The ones where you can get
Don't
like
taste the
orange,
same.
vanilla.
It ain't
flavored
like
Coke.
McDonald's
It ain't
Diet
taste the
Coke
same. Yeah.
that Mama Ben's goes to. I think McDonald's, I heard they have their own Coke syrup.
Yeah.
And that's
it's
why
different.
people are addicted to the Diet Coke.
So that's what you got to go to, Mikey. Is unfortunately like Greg's
but
still
those
watching.
aren't real restaurants. Those are like buffets.
Sure. So like Greg's still watching ESPN. He's keeping them on TV. Okay.
Yep.
You are one of the only ones that's drinking the zero. Because if everybody was drinking the zero, they'd sell it at restaurants.
Everybody is drinking. the
I know
zero.
that's what you feel. Maybe the people that you surround yourself with, vegans.
I would
you
like
know.
the analogy you make for me to not be ESPN, but be pretzel buns.
Okay, whatever. You're keeping random stuff in line. All right.
Yep. So zero.
Soon it'll be orthopedic surgeons. You'll be keeping them in line there.
Oh shit!
Dual knees.
Zero drinks at restaurants. So if you're listening, if you
You
run a
water with lemon.
restaurant,
You're a water with lemon
I'd
guy.
like a Coke Zero, please.
I think Mike's the type of guy that would bring in a bottle of like a 20-ounce bottle of Coke Zero into a restaurant when he's out on a date,
Pocket sriracha.
just to prove
Yeah.
that he's not going to conform to whatever society wants him to be.
Agreed.
Yeah. Can I just get a glass of ice, please?
Mike's beyond making the stand now politically, like with the big movements. Now he's going to start doing it with things like Diet Coke.
You are an activist, aren't you, Mike?
Yeah.
You're an
Mike's
activist.
like, I gave,
You're an
yeah,
activist.
I rode a bus out to DC a couple years ago that didn't go well. So now
Yeah,
I'm gonna
early
take
in
on- I'm
January.
gonna take on
yeah, no
the
big deal.
I'm gonna take on the Diet Coke
No
conglomerate.
big deal.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm taking Coke down next.
Oh my god.
You guys heard of Bird's Eye?
Bird's eye.
Bird's eye view.
Bird's eye
Up
is in
top.
like the frozen vegetables.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Are you serious?
We're really going into this?
Oh,
I
wait a
know where
second.
you're going.
I was
You think
right.
we're not?
Mikey's thinks he's struck gold here.
Oh,
he
God.
does. This
Again,
shit's
I
been
didn't-
around for decades.
And I did not know.
What do you mean? What have I always told you, Mike? All right, so Mike's a big.
I don't listen
Mike's a
until
big-
I'm ready.
Mike's a big hot dog, beef jerky.
Yeah.
No veggie guy. Never was a veggie guy. Okay.
no, I
Ever,
like
dude.
onions.
Bullshit. Okay, you cut onions up. That was good. That's a stretch. That was your vegetable.
It
And
is a
I said,
vegetable.
Mikey, you gotta get some veggies.
You gotta get the
we need
greens.
some greens. We need some real shit. Well, what'd you find, Mikey?
Well, so I'm, cutting back on the.
Trying to get your life back.
We're trying to
together,
get, shed some weight here.
Sure.
And so I went there to get some broccoli with cheese,
Broccoli Rob.
you know, and all of a
Well, that's a
sudden
good combo.
I discovered that they are making cauliflower food in the frozen. So like cauliflower
Mock shit. So
Yeah, so
fake
pasta.
chicken nugs.
So pasta,
Yep.
red sauce pasta, white sauce pasta. Last week they had mac and cheese with the noodles made of cauliflower, and I cut up jalapeno cheese dogs
There's the
and threw it in
dogs.
the mac and cheese. There's the dogs.
Yep, there's the dogs.
Srirached it up. You know how many
Yep,
calories
you know
were
you
in that
did.
meal? And I eat once a day.
Yep.
You know how many calories were
Oh,
in it?
Matt.
1,100.
Yeah, that's called a deficit for those at home. That's a deficit.
I
You gotta
That's how
say
you
under
lose
two.
weight.
You gotta say under
Under
2,000.
2K. Under 2K, or it's a bad day.
Yes,
Put that on a fucking shirt. All right.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I just think that's funny because right now my wife is watching this, thinking to herself, "How does Mike just know this now?" Because she's been doing that for years,
Well-
and my dad did that for a while. It's awesome. I'm just saying,
It is.
it's awesome. You can barely tell the difference.
You cannot.
Yeah.
The wings. I did get the wings, and they made me ill.
Like, I mean, there's certain
Fell
things I
through
think.
you. They fell through you.
But you can't. No, they just taste. They had a weird taste to it. But yeah, certain things like
Here's what I would do if I were you.
Oh.
Like the things like
Here's a great tip.
rice, like always substitute your rice with cauliflower.
yep.
You know,
They have
it's-
Mexican style
yep,
rice.
it's that type of stuff that you can really, hit home with.
Yeah, but it's like now it doesn't have to be a salad or it doesn't have to be
And
a
you're
couple
eating
hot
veggies.
dogs.
You're
I'm
just
eating
veggies.
veggies and it's pasta.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's spaghetti.
Now we just got to get you away from that zero.
If I put down the zero, I'm picking up the vodka.
All right.
Matt,
Well,
okay,
that's probably
First bottle's on me.
Yeah, first one's always free. That's good. I'm glad that you're getting your life back together.
yeah. So I didn't know that. I know cauliflower pizza's been out there, but
Oh yeah, crust. Yeah, you can buy the crust. make
but I
home at
did. I
home.
looked.
Yeah.
I looked at the back of the cauliflower pizza,
Yeah.
and I looked at the back of the same brand of the regular pizza, and there was no difference in intake.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you
So
this
to me,
right now.
it's like I would just rather do a real pizza.
You're making
Yeah.
me a little hungry, so let's transition here.
Okay.
Back to the basics.
Okay.
What do you want to start with? Bad or bad? You want to start with the Pack or the Vikes?
Oh, I
Which
never
one
want.
you want? I'm leaving it up to the Green Bay guy.
Oh, go
You want-
go Packers first.
Go ahead, dude.
Okay, here's the thing.
What's all right? So
There-
go ahead. Let's hear it.
There's a lot of talk about, their wide receivers are in their first or second year, all this stuff. It's
Yeah,
another year.
youth.
It's
youth.
like the
Yeah.
youth movement. But here's the thing. If you, as the Packers, want to be known as that one franchise that
Expectations.
has the cheat code for quarterbacks,
HOFs.
then this better be your guy.
Love.
If he's not, they're fucked.
You as a Packer owner.
Yeah.
Okay. As an owner.
I'm 50-50 on it right now.
No. On just
don't
love.
I'm just Love.
Wow.
If he's the guy.
So you don't love
Wow.
love.
No, I love Love because love the one you're with.
Love lost.
Yeah, because right now he's my guy.
Love it or
But-
hate it.
Right now, if they're not looking at this season as, hey, we have 17 games to figure out what we need to work on in the offseason so we come back next year. If they're not contenders next year for the division,
Heads roll.
heads roll. LaFleur's out of a
Ownership
job.
comes together.
Yeah.
I heard a guy at the barbershop say yesterday he thinks Love is going to be like one of the faces of the NFL in the next 3 years.
I don't think so. I think his ceiling is going to be Matt Stafford.
That's a fucking high. What are we doing?
Yes.
No, that's a high ceiling. What do you
Oh
I
mean?
know.
my God.
I know. I'm just
Oh.
saying he's not going to be one of the faces of the
Tell
NFL.
me this.
No one knows Matt. No one could pick Matt Stafford out of a lineup that isn't a huge
You
football
kidding
fan.
me? He was the face of
Tell
Little
me this.
Caesars.
Tell me this. I just want to clip. This will be a good clip.
Tell him
Mike,
this.
Mike, I want you to clip this later.
Okay.
Okay,
All
here's a
right.
reel for YouTube.
Right now, would you rather have Kirk Cousins or Jordan Love as your quarterback?
Oh, Jordan Love. That's based on him being 11 years younger, and because we're not trying to win this year.
That episode 81's in the books. Yeah, that'll be the last one. Here we go. Oh boy! All right, I just wanted to get that out.
Well, there's an 11-year age difference.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
a-
talking about this year right now.
Neither team's going to win. Why wouldn't you want the younger guy?
You don't want a guy that's leading most.
I
of
don't
this-
need you to dissect the teams and the records and all that, Greg. Just quarterback to quarterback. Who would you rather have?
man.
Not
It's all right.
No,
Don't give it to us. Don't give it to us. I know
Kirk
you like him
Cousins-
more
I'll
this
tell
year.
no,
I know
Kirk-
you like Kirk more
Kirk-
this year than last
Yes,
year.
Kirk Cousins right now is a better quarterback. If you're trying to win right now, I would rather have Kirk Cousins. I would love to see Kirk Cousins go to the Jets to make them respectable this year.
Is Kirk Cousins? Oh, he's not going. But is Kirk Cousins a top 5 quarterback in the NFL?
He's a top 10.
I think he might be a top 5.
Well,
That's crazy. I love it
for fantasy.
I think he's just as a quarterback.
He's a top 10. If he knew when to freaking spike the ball, he'd be top 5.
Well, when your offensive coordinator, who's the head coach, doesn't tell you to clock the ball,
I
you
agree,
don't clock
but
the ball.
that's something that should have been done. I mean,
I know.
I know.
I'm a 7th grade football coach. We had to spike the ball,
Hey,
and I had 3 linemen also take a knee. That's 7th grade. These guys are multi-millionaires.
When I put quarterbacks into my rankings, which I do often, mostly at night before bed, it's like
when you're on your knees.
Yeah, I'm gonna rank the quarterbacks tonight before I fall asleep. It's like counting sheep.
Yep.
It's not just stats for me. And Maddie, I tell you this all the time. I cannot stand that Kirk throws receivers to get hurt. He doesn't know how to throw a ball away. There's intangibles that I need for you to be a top end quarterback.
Sure.
And he's not there. Statistically, on paper, he might be this year.
I think.
But he doesn't have it. And that's why the Vikings are going to move on.
Sure. That's fine. They might extend him and get somebody young to sit behind him.
No, because he's...
I know.
He's not, because he's going to be... If you look at the quarterbacks entering free agency next year, who are they?
I know.
Kirk Cousins.
He's going to get a bag.
He's getting a huge bag.
If that's
and it ain't coming from us.
If that's your attitude, see, the problem is that Kirk Cousins, you can't franchise him because that's like $55 million.
You're not.
No,
you're not going to. You have to give him a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
At about $45 a piece.
2-year hundo.
I think that's right. I think
you're
that's
right,
right.
because you're going to give JJ the bag.
But here's the thing: to make your team good, if you're going to go your route, bring in a young guy, you're going to have to bring in a Carson Wentz type guy to be that veteran for 25-30 mil. And you're going to have to use that extra money on freaking linemen.
Carson Wentz isn't even in the NFL.
I know.
He can't make 30
mil. I'm just bringing up a name that's going to save you money.
Okay.
You know what?
You need to spend your money on a freaking offensive line.
And defensive line.
Yeah, we are.
Agreed, which is why they shed a bunch of weight last year.
Yeah.
Because the plan is to dump Kirk, pay Hawkinson. We could have had Laporta. The Vikes could have had Laporta.
Yeah. And see the thing, I'm saying that right now, if that's the approach you take, you can't bring in a high-priced quarterback.
No, we draft.
You have to admit that next year might just suck.
That's fine.
Yeah.
This year sucks.
Yeah.
We're 0-3. And now just pull out the rug. I just want to lose. Let's just go.
I mean, the thing is
I want to win in Vegas.
I think the Kurt stuff to the Jets is stupid.
It is.
Because they're not going to give you a first. Or you're not going to give you a first for them. They don't have a second. The best you're going to get is like a 3-for-5 swap.
And you're not going to do that.
No.
Okay, you're not going to do that. So it's not. Plus, the Jets, I don't feel that they're in the market for an actual quarterback because
I can't see this.
No, now that they're their first round pick.
Well, no, they got AR next year. You wait. Wait.
They're going to want to get with all the quarterbacks coming out. They're going to want to get some stud offensive linemen to protect their 40-year-old quarterback, like another Penei Sewell.
It'll be like 41. Juice, I love it. I'm excited. Purple purgatory is where we're at right now, ladies and gentlemen, and that's okay.
Yep.
I'm trying to pull up.
At least we're not the Bears.
So you want to do picks real quick?
I don't care.
I got 3 games.
Mike's over here finessing, waving his magic wand and shit.
I know, Mike's. I'm just trying to, do my thing.
Ooh, there's our.
Who's that?
There's our diamond sponsor. Looking good, Cowboys.
Ride him, man.
Daily, I tried to.
Love the prime drip.
Daily, I tried to text you before to get your picks.
Yeah, Daily. Send them in.
It was my fault.
I am Rip.
I told you. I said that. I knew it. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you knew this, Twist Nation, but we are live.
Giddy up. We're a live
interactive show. It's been a couple years, so I forgot.
For those of you just tuning in, wondering, no, we're not in Maddie B's basement. We're at Absolute Sports Cards in Savage, Minnesota. Make sure you're coming down here, getting any of your sports cards, memorabilia. You got a collection. Let's say your kid's been acting up and they got a collection of cards. Bring it on down here. You need to pay the rent? Come on down. Bring it down. They'll buy you.
They got something special. What do we got going on today later here?
Oh, it's right on the wall there. They got a Topps trading event
Ooh.
just going on today alone. Check it out. They got plenty of stuff. Make sure to like them on Facebook.
Yeah, check out their
so on and so
Facebook, Absolute Sports Cards. They got a great event here.
No big deal. They let us come in here. Oh, I got a bit for you here. Oh, we're doing picks. Picks first.
JD
Picks
came
first.
back on.
Oh, Daly, don't send them. I don't want to see them.
Oh, hold on, Daly,
No
I'm gonna
picks,
text. Daly, I'm
I'll
gonna
make
text
my
them to you
picks
right
with
now.
in the comments.
Oh, he said
he'll
he's going to
do them in
comment
the
them.
comments.
Oh, okay.
So go first game.
Okay, here we go. First game.
Steelers minus 2.5 against the Texans. So
Can you explain to me like a 3-year-old?
Okay, so right now,
if
you were to give right now what
Vegas is saying is that you're going to start off by giving the Steelers 2.5 points.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No,
The Texans.
Texans, yes.
Okay.
So, or minus 2.5, you take 2.5 points away from the Steelers.
Okay.
So now, who do you think is going to win the game based on giving the Texans 2.5
Hold on.
points?
What was the spread?
2.5.
Minus 2.5
It's-
for the Steelers.
yes.
So if the Steelers win by a field goal, I win when
They
I
have
pick
to
the
win by
If they
Steelers.
win by 1,
Yes.
the Texans would win.
Yeah, I picked it. I'm going with Steel City, Steel Curtain.
Okay,
Yep. And I'm going
Pittsburgh.
with the Texans.
I'm going
Ooh.
Steelers.
Or I'm sorry, Titans
No, they're playing the Texans.
at Houston.
And this
Yep.
pick is brought to you by Daily Defense.
Daily Defense. What does he got?
Texans.
All right.
Yep. All right.
Next game, Browns minus 2.
How are you going to keep track of this shit?
I got it.
Okay.
And this is Green Bay
All right.
Greg.
This ain't my
Yeah.
first. This ain't my
Browns?
first rodeo.
Browns?
Browns
Minus 2 at the Ravens.
or versus Ravens.
Browns minus 2.
Sticking with. I'm going with the Ravens.
Okay.
Browns.
I'm going Ravens.
Dogs.
What do we got from Daly?
And whenever.
Daly's coming. He's coming.
He's
Right
coming.
around
Whenever
the
you
bend. He's coming.
Are
right
you
around the
just,
bend.
Matty, are you just going against me?
The
Nope,
man-
nope. I like the Browns, dude. They're
Right
just-
now,
they're-
Daly's got a hot cup of coffee in
Well,
his hand,
this-
probably doing some deposition.
Here's Mrs. Daily Defense
Oh, there she is. There she is.
watching from our bed to keep it PG
Yeah,
here.
Come on now. Let him get his picks in. Get off the man.
Yep, and here we go.
Here we go.
The
Browns.
Browns.
Oh!
And for the last game, and you know I was going to do it.
Yep.
Vikings minus 4.
Yep. Against Carolina. I'll
Against
take the
Carolina.
Vikes, they'll look real good this week. I promise you.
I'm taking the Vikes.
Yeah, they'll look real good. This will be the week that they'll start rolling and we'll get a shitty pick. Watch. 8 wins. I got us still at 8 wins here. So
Mikey, you obviously go with the Vikes.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a skull clap.
I want to see if I see.
daily defense, he might
Well,
throw a
that's the
curveball,
thing.
but
Right now,
he'll
we're bringing in an educated mind, a mind that achieved
He's
a law degree.
He's a
right now,
super lawyer.
yeah, right now he's probably thinking, you know what? I think this is going to be a 3-point game.
tell him.
He's,
Tell him.
he's probably going, I'm taking
Mike.
Oh, he
Look
is-
at that. You heard it
All
from the daily defense himself.
All right. I'm not going to, not going to.
So 4 for the Vikes.
4 for the
That's a
Vikes.
wash.
This
I
one's
like
a wash.
that.
That's
All
a
right.
watch, but we're pretty even. I think you and I, Greg, were pretty even, and Matt just
I'm throwing curveballs in.
Yeah, you are.
All right, another one.
okay.
Cash it or trash it. For those at home, you might remember Sean Sorrow, Papa's Parlay. Used to sell us all the picks. He's our D-gen on the inside.
Right on.
So he sent me
So
3
cash
picks.
it or
3 picks. I'm going to
trash
tell
it.
you each one. You guys are going to determine if it's cash it
Bring it.
or trash it. First one, Keenan Allen, over 7.5 receptions.
cash it.
Cash it.
Take it to the bank.
I love that.
Especially with Williams being out.
Oh my God! What did he have last week? 17 catches.
18.
on-
We don't want to talk
18
about it.
catches for like 215
Yeah.
yards or something.
Yeah, that'll happen. Christian McCaffrey, anytime touchdowns against the Cardinals.
Absolutely.
Cash
Wait.
it?
Wait, did you say any
Anytime touchdown. Just a touchdown in the game.
Oh, cash it.
All right.
Money in the
Tyreek
bank.
Hill.
Show you what you think.
Tyreek Hill against the Buffalo Bills. Over 110 yards receiving.
I'm going to go with trash it. Just because Waddle's back, they got Mostert and A-Chain.
Okay.
I'm going to say
A-Chan.
A-Chan.
Yep.
I'm going to go under. I'm going to go
Okay.
trash it.
Trash it?
Trash it.
You know what?
Are you cashing it?
Cash
So
it,
let's
baby.
say you
This
guys
is
at
cheetah.
home. Yeah, let's say you guys at home said, I like all 3 of those,
Yeah,
Matt.
like me.
Okay. Well, go ahead today and place a $100 wager. It pays $681.
To hit all 3 of those.
All 3 on a 3-leg parlay.
I'm
Thank you,
doing it.
Papa. Thank you. We're gonna cash it today. I'm putting some grease down on that.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
In your offshore account?
Yeah.
Okay.
Virgin Islands.
Nice.
Don't tell. The IRS is coming.
What a
See,
great marketing, cash it or trash it.
You like that?
Oh,
We got a couple good ones.
genius.
I had that other one.
Did Sorrow come up with that? Or?
No, I did.
Oh, I think you didn't.
I think about this show all the time. I'm
Charles-
so glad we came
Charles
back.
just beginning his route right now.
I'm so glad. Oh,
Mike-
he was just there when I was getting back.
Matt's sitting on a couch right now, and
Yeah,
Sorrow's still
lounging,
slinging
still
bread.
got my work
I couldn't
boots
have
on.
finagled the time, the location, the date any better to grease Maddie's wheels
Yeah.
to do the damn show.
When you want the talent to come through, you adapt for the talent.
Matt,
all
when
right?
you come do the show, no, I don't want to. What if I put it in the backyard of your
Dude,
employer,
we literally had it in my
and
basement.
we set it up for a time right when
We
you
had
get
it in
done
my
with
basement,
work?
and I said, "We gotta stop.
yeah.
This is too much, dude. This is just in my It's in
The only
drinking
thing,
the Kool-Aid.
the only thing more convenient for Matt would be if we would be doing this in the Sara Lee warehouse.
Right. Just set up shop
They would
there.
love it.
Too much noise, not enough backdrop though.
I do
You gotta love the backdrop.
I'm about to spend some money. It's gonna be great. Hopefully, my wife isn't watching because I'm coming home with some cards. Think I'm not.
I think you are.
Just leave him in the glove box until she goes out to
I gotta
walk the
rip 'em.
dog.
I got a fucking bad habit.
Yeah,
What
you
else you got, Chief? Is that what we're doing? Episode 81.
That's it for
That's-
We're
me.
back. We're
that's
gonna
in the
be doing
books.
monthly cuts.
Not weekly.
Monthly cuts. If
Yeah.
you guys got anything during the week or month that you want us to talk about, some
Maddie.
things that you want us to chatter back and forth. You bet.
The
My better half.
wife!
There's my girl.
That couldn't have been timed. That could have been the worst timing.
I
Right
love
after Matt says, "I hope
I'm
my
about
wife
to buy some
isn't
cards,
watching."
babe. I love you. I won't spend too much. Don't worry. She loves it when I come home with cards. It's a good investment.
You know it's a wrap, folks. Episode 81. Primetime. We'll see you in a month.
We talking sports with a twist, no script. Legends coming through on the guest list. TC, Minnesota, land of the lakes. Boo, Green Bay. That's all I gotta say. Yelling skull with the woes, you know we don't play. We getting wild.